Who's winning? There's a new one for you. Who's winning? You don't use that term in cricket often, do you? Because it's you don't know until the end. So we just feel that it's a valid question at the moment.
Hadn't gone all that far down the leg side, so you suspect it's close, but the angle may just have taken it down. He's batting on about off stump. Well, it's gone a fair way.
Over the wicket bowler. You're just naturally swinging.
Last over, he got a leading edge that went to 4. Game is certainly running for him, but it's running for him because he's so positive. He's looking for scoring opportunities all the...
Oh!
Forward middle even. Doesn't get it all that much bounce. It's a bit of a round armour. Bit of straighten. That's the question. Well, that's okay.
Then would have been a big wicket for Sri Lanka. And there it is. Michael Clarke survives.
5 for 209, the end of the over. Draft has bowled 17 overs, 3 for 62. He's got a chance of 5 if he keeps it going. Oh, lot about that. Someone has syringed the air out of the ball.
I think that one nearly went underground.
Controlled all the way on the ground. Found the gap. Just a joy to watch.
And what about that? Both batsmen were together, sort of really dramatising the crack that they're looking at. They're both looking down. So at the crease here, or the Australians in general, they see a bit more of that happening. No, we'll be convinced they've got enough rate. But he's now looked for boundaries, so he's gone across to the right of screen into that mid-wicket gap for 4.
Willow on 11. Hit it as clean as a whistle.
And they're the types of shots, and this is the type of batting that Sri Lanka won't find easy. Is at stake. Gutsy.
Well, also too, Australian spinners will spin it more. That's the problem for Arad. He's a bit of a roller. .43 tilts. And that shot was a brave shot to go against the reverse swing. Looked to get something through mid-wicket. The leading edge was good enough.
I think Michael Clarke's leading edges, they still find the middle of the bat, don't they? Decent edge on that bat too.
The Spartan can do no wrong. He only announced this involvement with his new sponsor in, I think, Australia Day.
We see this full toss banged away, as you should do when you're in this form. But the worry in that chart to me is that Cook and Peterson are up.
The middle, it's going to be chased down, but he's picking up the length of the fast men very well. Michael.
I think he's a very good physio. Towards the end of my career, he was a physio for the Australian team and did a great job. Australians been very lucky with the physios they've had. Errol Alcott, who was an amazing physio for a long time for the Australian team. Then there was a little bit of Paddy Farhart, who's also a great bloke, and Alex Cantori there, which is a very good cricketer, physio.
He's been followed by the captain. So whatever he's deeming to be wrong is not worth batting on with. Now the immediate future, not good. Yep, it's the right hamstring, that's for sure. It's not going to tangle with it. 57 from 46, retired hurt.
Yeah, that's the blow, but the weed's big enough anyway, 352. But the concern is not only here, but Boxing Day Test match. As Peter Siddle comes to the crease now, Hussey will move along now. He's 13 off 23. He carried a long way. That was the 6 on any ground. It went long, long way. That's a great stroke. There he comes. Bit of width. Got a little bit to the onside to open up and hit it as clean as a whistle.
Clarke there for a minute, and Hussey was happy to knock it around for ones and push into gaps and run. Not anymore. 19 from 24. He's getting his strike.
Oh, very good catch. So it's 6 for 250. Siddle departs for 4.
La vie est belle. La vie est belle. The new fragrance. Lancôme.
Tom Hoff wrote, "What's with this billionaire ad, Paddy? Just give me a free bet." Oh, we hear you, Tom. Fair enough. If you're quick.
I don't think Weligetta got that one quite right. I think that was supposed to be reversing into the stumps. Started a bit wide.
Well, I guess it only leaves a 6 to go for now. Over the wicket. Oh, good Yorker. Good Yorker has been given.
Because it was full. May have reversed too much. We'll soon see.
Well, Australia's got 2 referrals left. You know, they might as well use it.
They are not giving anything to Sri Lanka, are they? They want more runs. They don't want to give up a wicket easily without reviewing it. Weligetta, he's got it going big. Very inquisitive. So you can see where it's hit. It's hit in line of middle. Plenty happening here at Belrive. 7 for 256. Australia lead by 370.
Discover the new Elizabeth Arden this Christmas.
Netflix is an incredible new service that lets you watch as many TV episodes and films as you want instantly. You watch on your TV through a game.
I suppose when you're bat number 11, you want to grab every run you can get, and he was off like a rabbit. Out to the opposing spinner. But belt fours off him. They love that.
It was good batting from Nathan Lyon. That man, the deep's been moved squarer where he hit that first.
So the spin bowler from Sri Lanka has had the last laugh. Australia 8 for 271.
Well, Ben Hilfenhaus coming out to bat. Not sure that's a particularly good idea. If he's got a side strain, maybe it's not that bad, and maybe he will be able to bowl. We don't.
Tony Hill rejects it straight away. 8 for 271.
Including the ones they haven't had. Well, they've got 2 every inning. You've got to work out, boys, having the system.
There's Buzz says that. Use it over there. Nathan Lyon, he's got the high grip on the bat. He's trying to put that somewhere up on the hill. Lost his middle stump.
The raspberry. Haven't seen that in the cricket field for a while.
Well, that's the rivalry between spinners when they bat.
Interesting if Haddad comes out tomorrow. Nathan Lyon gets a chance to bowl to him. Well, oh, that's a good shot. He's got that fine. That'll race away for 4. The lead's now 389.
We were just looking at that list of leading wicket takers for the 12 months. Ruth has now gone up level with Swan. There's every chance that Swan won't bowl again this year.
He's got a good running action, and that's something that all these guys work on. It's something that Jock Campbell, the fitness guru that sits up here with us and operates the Booper tracker, he was talking and giving advice to youngsters the other day in the cricket show and saying that go and learn how to run properly. His first option, he's trying to hit a boundary, and his last option is to defend. It's a really good batting approach. Big inside edge. A good delivery from Stark, and it's a big inside edge. It'll flash. There it is. And so that's a catching opportunity, and it went to. That's typical of a Sri Lankan batsman, the way they use their wrists.
You think of mark wars when you see that type of shot. They're so wristy on the onside. It's very hard to bowl to. It wasn't a bad delivery, but he just whipped it off the middle.
Connected with 3G. Samsung Galaxy Camera.
Okay, which one of you losers nicked my deodorant?
Haven't the first decade of this century flown, eh? Well.
Seeing though, it is slightly against the spin, that ball. He's got to continue to toss it up. He's only got to beat him in the flight there.
Everything's been in.
No.
That one pretty strong.
Yes. See.
What speed's that one? 112. He's not going to make 120. You're right, I was bumping him up too much.
328 to win on the big and final day gates over 9 a.m. with play starting at 10 past 10. Just a reminder, kids are in for free under 16 tomorrow.
Tour in India, 5th day of the 4th test in Nagpur.
By and large, I've been quite impressed. I think the intent was early with Warner and Cowan. I thought they played very well, showed their cards early. They played well against some, it must be said, some indifferent Sri Lankan bowling up front. And I thought they set the tone for the rest of